Oh, greetings, brethren. It is I, the donkey, and today we are having Münchner Hell from the Paulaner Brewery. I try not to feature too many pale lagers on this channel in too quick a succession because if you have been watching my videos, you know that I do really like pale lagers. They are my favorite. And I don't want to, crowd the channel with them too much. I want to try to space them out a little bit. But this is one that I have not had before. I've actually tried a lot of different pale lagers, so a lot of them aren't really a surprise to me, but this one I've not had. So I'm very curious as to whether or not I like it, because if you remember, and the link will be up there, hopefully, if I don't forget, I don't very much like Paulaner Weissbier. I think Paulaner Weissbier is not very nice. It has a Play-Doh smell that I find very offensive, and I think there are just much better wheat beers. So I'm curious to see if their pale lager is any better. Yeah. Also, today I do not have a traditional glass or anything. We're just gonna go with a large pint because I just listen. I don't really care. I know some people are really autistic about what glasses they use for what kinds of beers. I just don't really care. Usually I drink out of the bottle. Okay, I'm that kind of person. So you're getting a glass. Be happy. Well, I can already say about this one, it pours beautifully. Oh, look at that. What a lovely glass of beer. Also very bright color. Again, still no backlight. One day I shall have it. But yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to this. You might notice I'm tiny little bit buzzed, minimally. Tried a few other beers today, and a few of them were not so nice, IPAs and such, which, so kind of hoping that this one gives me enjoyment and cleanses the palate. Cheers. All right. That's pretty okay. So, I don't find this, it's not a particularly outstanding pale lager. It's a good pale lager though. It's fine. It's grand. It's all right. It's yeah. It's very drinkable. It does have all the qualities I want from a pale lager. It's refreshing. It's a little bit on the acidic side, but not too much. There's a nice balance going on. It's quite subdued in the bitterness, at least compared to something like a Pilsner or an IPA. There is some bitterness to it, which, a lager beer tends to have. But there is just a nice balance going on between the savoriness, the bitterness, the acidity, and the sweetness. It's just a very well-rounded beer, which is why I like them so much, the pale lagers. This particular one comes in at 4.9% alcohol, which is fine. That's actually, that's pretty average. Just as average as it tastes, really. I wasn't expecting anything outstanding from this. I will say what I do get from this, and this is something that I've, over all the years of trying different pale lagers, I found that there are some very subtle differences between areas where they come from. So regions around where I live, in southern Hessen, near the Odenwald, we like our pale lagers a bit more malty. There's usually some malty, yeasty influences in the taste profile. This is especially true for Münchner Hell, or the Grohe Pale Lager. Link again, hopefully up there. I did that during the German Beer Week, very early in the channel's career. I don't know when I'm gonna upload this, whatever. But the German Beer Week. That one had the Münchner Hell, and that one has a very sort of yeasty and malty influence to it that makes it different, but it still keeps all those pale lager influences. This one and a lot of other Bavarian ones that I've tried are they don't have that really malty influence to it. They're a lot more on the sort of sweet and acidic side of things. So they're a bit more. They feel a little bit more refreshing. This is something I would be absolutely happy to get in a beer garden, which is a wonderful tradition that we have in Germany of places that are outdoors. They're basically outdoor restaurants, but they focus mostly on beer. And there's very, well, if you ever go to such a place, don't dress up, because a beer garden is a very casual affair. It's something you don't go there for a business meeting, right? You go there with your friends to have a chat. And usually you go there with a larger group of friends, so you can have various chats going on across the table and crossing each other in all sorts of ways. And you just sit there all night and you have your beers and you have a lovely bite to eat, which is usually very, very simple, very hearty food. And it's just having a good time outdoors. It's obviously a spring, summer, and autumn kind of thing. You don't really, those places don't really open in the winter, and when they do, it's only for the hardcore. But yeah, this I would be absolutely happy to get this in such a location. Would I buy it for myself? No. But the reason for that is not really that it's bad. It's more that there are other pale lagers that I think are just much superior to this. It's decent, but since this is my favorite kind of beer, the bar is a little bit higher for me to re-buy this kind of thing. But if I was to go for to a Bavarian beer garden, this would probably, and they had this on the menu as their main sort of pale lager, I would definitely go for it because it's very nice. It's very drinkable. It's yeah, there's nothing offensive about it. Even on repeat drinkings, and the more I drink of it, I don't feel like I want to stop. It's not putting me off. There's not any qualities that get worse over time. So this is definitely a drinking beer. It's one of those that you just keep on having more and more, and it's fine as long as there's company around. Yeah, pretty good. Rating wise, I think that this should get probably somewhere around. I actually have to think about this one. It is a pale lager, so of course it is going to trend higher despite it being kind of average. But I do find it very pleasant, and I'm definitely going to finish the rest of this once this video is done. So I think I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. It's not overly amazing, but I'm sure you've already noticed that pale lagers tend to be rated much, much higher in my lists. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty all right. Again, I wouldn't buy it in the store for home drinking because there's just better pale lagers for that. But yeah, I wouldn't be upset if I got this at a beer garden or a restaurant. So yeah, 7 out of 10. Pretty okay, pretty nice, pretty decent, absolutely drinkable. If you are ever in Munich, I wouldn't get this because I'm sure you will be presented with a plethora of much better options for pale lagers. And there's also going to be I've been told that in Bavaria that the options for dark lagers are also much, much more prevalent, which I'm having a bit of more of a harder time finding. They're not as prevalent in Hessen, and I'm gonna have to get some examples of those because I have had them before and I do like them as well. So gonna have to try and get a few of those. They're not as pervasive through Hessian brewing companies, so might have to order them online. But yeah, still something you can look forward to on this channel. All right, thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a wonderful evening. This is definitely going to be the last one I do tonight because I'm already starting to slur at this speech. Please do come back and watch me again on another day for another beer. Take care, guys.